I heard you talk about like working with players from multiple ranges. Could you like explain like the complexities and challenges you have from like training players at different skill levels and different, I guess you could say, uh, places in their journey, right? Because you work with guys from kids all the way to NBA players. So, what's the complexity and challenges that you kind of face with working with such a broad range of players?
Yeah, I think a lot of it comes down to like skill level is easier to figure out because, you just progress or regress how difficult what you're doing with them is. Like, with a high level professional player, obviously you're going to have to find different ways to challenge them, but you're also uh, going to be a little bit more specific. They understand the game better, all these things. The toughest part to deal with and like mold your training around is like the personality side of things, I guess. Like if you're working with a beginner player, which I don't work with beginners as much anymore, but I have plenty in the past and I still do at times just because it's fun for me.
Yeah.
Um, it's about somebody who's really eager. They're just getting into the game. Like maybe they get a little bit frustrated because they don't understand, like, hey, you're not going to make every shot if you shoot the basketball. They just haven't done enough to understand that. And
Yeah.
so the like managing them from like a personality sense is way different from managing like an egotistical NBA player who comes in the gym and they're like, I know everything. And I mean, it's not that all of them are like that. Some of them come in and
Yeah.
are super hungry. You got high school players who think they're the shit, and you got high school players who come in and they, the confidence is just not there. You have to literally be a therapist before you can be, any sort of coach or trainer. So I think the skill side of thing is easier to figure out than just like looking at people from a human perspective at different parts along that journey and being able to tailor how you communicate, what you're talking to them about. And then, the whole nine around who they are as a person at that point and what they're going through. So, that's something that I try to focus on a lot and try to continue to educate myself on is how can I be just a people person? How can I obviously not be a therapist or a psychologist, but kind of serve these roles in some ways since most hoopers aren't going to see a therapist and they won't because there's just a stigma around it. And if I can be somebody who can be even half of that, then that's perfect because they'll open up to somebody on the basketball court way more than just talking over a Zoom therapy call.
100%.
So yeah, man, that's the tough part, but it's what also makes it fun and super dynamic.
Yeah, and it's interesting to hear that because as like a former like athlete and competitor, like you don't want to talk to a therapist. You don't want to talk to these guys, your coaches and your trainers and your comrades on the court field, whatever you're on, are usually those people that you consult. And so to have somebody open minded and understanding that from the beginning really helps. And I'm pretty sure it's very beneficial for the people who do work with you